Greetings, Taurus. Welcome to Gemini season and welcome to your reading. We are fully natural tonight because we are on the last reading of Gemini season. And you know how you are. You love a nice look. But you know what you love more than anything? Authenticity. Realness. Real connection, even if it's all over the place. Connection might feel a bit all over the place because of everyone who wants to love you, or the ways that you want to love, or the ways that you want to be connected, or all of the options of love that you didn't realize were just right behind you, but you just were holding on to something that you just tried and tried and tried to be fixed, and you're realizing not even your fixed nature can hold this relationship, partnership, friendship, whatever it is, in place. Wherever this is, whoever wants to rush into your life and play that role, or maybe they're already in your life and they now see the role that you need them to play. That's the person who sees the role, but now it's about qualifications. It's not enough just to be in the picture anymore. It's not enough to maybe, I gotta stop this music. I'm not gonna be able to post this, my bad. It's not enough to, will I be able to post it? I hope so. Goodness gracious. It's not enough to be in the picture anymore. You have to have the qualifications, the experience, and there are so many people who want to offer you this love and don't have the qualifications, and they've known that. They've known that they haven't had the qualifications, but you have been going through a year of finding your footing, choosing a new direction, rebuilding from the ground up. So you've been confused and you've let a lot of, unqualified people through. And it's confusing because it's like, but I thought it was love, and it was love, and it was love in the moment, but why did it fall apart? Because they were unqualified, because your experience is always going to be triggering to them, to the point where it makes them not want to give you what you want, because they're so unaware. So you're realizing that the smartest thing for you to do is to move forward without disguising those qualifications anymore, and without making it okay to not be qualified, in terms of love especially, but also in work, collaborations. You know who has the power, you know who needs to okay these decisions, you know who you need to be talking to, and you're giving yourself a bit of rest after a period of trying to figure out if you really are who you think you are. And the sun says, yes, I've just been waiting on you to not be so sensitive about what needs to be done in these situations and circumstances. You can be as pleasant as you want to be, but what you know, here we are, coming back to those qualifications, what you know, don't allow people to make you doubt yourself. And there has been a ton of doubt over this past year. People have taken every opportunity that they can to squeeze through the cracks, because they could see the doubt within you. They could see the potential for them to get what they want. And, like I said, some people made it through. And now here with the 9 of Cups, your wants are exactly the way that they should be, prioritize exactly the way that they should be in your world, in your heart. And so anything that falls away, any collaboration, friendship, partnership in any way, family even, we got to go there. We really have to go there. Understand that these people, this person could not give you what you deserved. And your expectations are only increasing. And it's not just your expectations, it's needs. Your needs are only getting more clarified. And these needs have a lot to do with taking the pain that you've experienced and turning it into art. Taking the unknown of life and making something of it, because you know that it'll resonate with so many. What you want now is the realization of your dreams, not just some version that people are comfortable with, but the physical form that you want to be able to sit in, the thing that you want to create that will be yours, that does not belong to anyone else. That thing, that relationship, that business, that team, that physical creation here, that family. You are the solid one. You are the one who holds it all together. And to be treated in any way that if there's anyone in your life who makes you feel like you're not playing this role, who does not give you that respect and that consideration and thoughtfulness because of that fullness that you bring and the ways that you fill in the gaps for others, especially physically. This is a time where it may be a little bit harsh to have those truthful conversations, but you've got to get this weight off of you from the situation. You've got to not criticize yourself into, what this person needs of you, but be honest about what has been clear from the beginning and what was never delivered on. The Hermit was never delivered on. Don't be afraid to go back to the drawing board and craft this new way forward every time that you do that work of saying, wow, yeah, this is what's actually needed here. This is what I actually want here. This is what needs to change. This is what needs to be built. This is what I want to come into existence. And this is how I need to carry myself in order for it to come into existence. When you do that inner work, this love, this very productive relationship can come into your life, or if it's already in your life, it can have more of an impact on your life in a very physical way and emotional way. Someone that fills you up so much and takes up so much space that you're the one who's going to need the space from this person to, one, because you're so grateful for the amount of connection, but also because there's things that you need to do, but it's like the love that you get from this connection it's not a distraction. It's real connection in the way that you desire, that Taurus Scorpio axis, that intensity of connection that you want to have, that authentic connection that you want to have. You become so grateful for it that you have to jump back into the space alone to keep things moving in the way that you want it to, because things shift in such a radical way in terms of, you getting what you desire because of that work that you've had to do on yourself to realize what you desire. it's really fun. It's like I said, really, really productive. It's really exciting. Even this, and for some, maybe you don't want anything serious right now. You just want a lot of connection. That's okay as well. Just be smart and be safe. But the Page of Wands is like, get out there, honey. Go, get away. There are people everywhere, and for some reason, you've been carrying so much over the past year, and you've had this almost like righteous energy that you've had to adhere to, and now you're freed of that energy and you can go experience whatever the hell you want. And the only thing you have to be careful of is attracting only thing you have to be careful of is attracting the Five of Pentacles, broke people energetically and also financially. It's not that you can't love people, but you're not broke. You are actually very abundant and things are taking off for you. Now, if you have been struggling financially this year, things start to get so much easier. You are able to just see your lack as a complete it's no longer an insecurity. It just is things that need to change and things that need to be built, and maintaining the motivation to build it, which you have now with Jupiter shifting into your second house. So wherever, if you are struggling financially, if you're trying to build, things up financially, see it for what it is. See this lack for what it is and get to work. You've got this good fortune in your second house of finances. You've got, this abundance coming in. So just be careful the type of energy that you allow in. I think that it's time to really look at the work that you've done and look at the ways that Jupiter, when it was in your sign over the past year, look at the ways that it has shown you the truth, the very clear pathways to abundance by the work that you do. And it's important to make a conscious, very direct choice about the work. There's so much work, there's so much abundance. Jupiter's in your second house of finances, as I said, Jupiter. So there's so much, and this energy is free. There's so much that can be done to expand your finances. But over the next year, you'll find great value in picking of these 8 pentacles, right? Look how it'll take so much longer for these to grow into something, but if you work on one at a time, it'll move. So make some very specific choices over the next, I would say over the next, you can take this season to sort. Take this season to sort. Just know that every moment that you spend in this scattered state, it makes things heavier. It makes things feel like more than they should. Pick something. Pick a couple of things that you can really invest in very specifically. The amount of time, right? What is the return on that investment? Pick those things and watch them fly. Try to pull back. Try to, push things out. If there's a lot of things that you want to do, try to push them out. Plan for the future, pulse things out, because there's a lot of quick progress that can be made in terms of your finances during this time and over this next year, but also, specifically during this season. Now, if you're dealing with a Cancer, you may have been feeling like there's a lot of attraction here. They feel like family, there's this excitement even when it comes to the connection, but there's a lack of groundedness in this connection. There's family, and then there's everything is up in the air, right? And during this time, you make a choice that stability is non-negotiable. Your stability is non-negotiable. So you're fine with the resolution, you're fine with what you can now see because of the dissolution of that collaboration, that relationship, or you're fine with being in a new realm together, just not working in the way that things used to be. Things are still abundant, right? This is not a negative energy. This person just wants freedom, and they're quite unsorted, and you are getting to a very sorted place. So it is the healthiest thing for you to focus on your stability, and the stability that for you doesn't feel, that's the thing. Like for a lot of people right now, this stability that is really easy for you to cultivate right now, for others it seems like such an intense internal battle. But for you, this stability is the thing that that is going to make you feel so much more confident. It makes you feel stable, and it makes life feel super fun, and it makes you feel like you can do whatever you want whenever you want, and it makes you feel like your earnings are unlimited. But everything that is standing in the way, everything that is an unstable presence in your life, takes away from this abundant energy that Jupiter is straight truth. There's no, this is not Jupiter is now in Gemini, and I know that it is easy to see both sides of a thing, but Jupiter just passing through your sign just says, hey, if you want this is what it is. This is what it's going to take. This is what it will require of you. This is what it will require of anybody in this experience with you. And now you have all of those truths. You have the experience, the wisdom, and that wisdom now gives you confidence to create what you want. And Jupiter wasn't in another sign, it was in your sign. So you have this power now. You have this speed now. You have these resources now. And it is in the best interest of anyone to be respectful of what you bring to the table in your approach, and you no longer have this righteous spirit, especially as Mars shifts out of your 12th house, the last planet to shift out of your 12th house and move into your sign on, I believe, June 9th. You no longer have this righteous spirit. You just are the fixed one, and you have created a fixed structure that needs the right people, the right energy investment, the right approach, and that's all it's about. That's all it's about. So Gemini season for you is one of deep abundance, as long as you are very careful of who you let get close to you, because they will leech off of that abundance that you have. They will leech, they will drink it out like it's orange juice. So be very careful who you let in the door now. Be very careful. Very, very careful. There's a lot of people that have nothing to offer. Not a thing to offer. And they also can be very dangerous to be in your circle in the short term and the long term. So don't let this need for attention cause you to collaborate with any and everybody. Let's pull back. Let's be very, very specific now. Very, very specific. This abundance, all it takes is one message, one collaboration. All it takes is one right move to take you from the level that you are now to a place where nobody can touch you, essentially. That's all it takes. All it takes is one right move to completely swap your financial situation. And all it takes is collaborating with the wrong person to pour out all of your build. I mean, will they do it the right way? No, they're not going to do it the right way. But why waste that time on people who you just know aren't experienced? Why waste that time? Why because you're tired, because Jupiter has been running you, don't waste that time. Just relax. Whatever isn't jumping up and thriving by your first effort, get very specific about, especially money. Get very specific about how this money can come in, very, very fixed, and decide to love that thing, whatever it is, and push forward one step at a time towards that thing. Nothing else fits, nothing else gets to come along. See you in Cancer season. Love you. Oh, you can schedule your private and birth chart readings with me through the link in the description. And the Gemini season kickoff, Endless Fascination, is out now on YouTube, and then the Gemini season playlist Gem is out on Apple Music, and the link is in the description. See you in Cancer season. Love you. Bye.